Hey guys, it's Daryl Rundis, and I just wanted to weigh in a little bit on an article I came across today, which was kind of shocking. I mean, that's saying something in this day and age when there's so many people that are so way off base in the modern American church. And but this one I just couldn't believe, especially coming from a Reformed church. If you're not familiar with Reformed, they're pretty much ultra conservative, five-step Calvinist type of churches, and so they come from a fairly conservative Christian point of view. And so I was a little perplexed when I saw this, especially because the guy that headed it up I know. In fact, he came to one of our evangelism boot camps many years ago, and then I had to ask him to quit being a part of our network because he just kind of got legalistic, the type, where they're kind of get a critical spirit and judgmental. But anyways, here's a article that was posted at udonews.com. Great website if you haven't ever been there. A lot of good Christian information, as well as world news, business news, and so on, politics and that. But this one is an article about a church in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona to be exact. And basically, is a way to try to raise funds to plant a new church in Hawaii. Um, was it Apologia Studios, led by Marcus Pittman, the guy that I know from way, 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 way back when. Um, Basically decided that they would get this, so do a tattoo fundraiser, and basically the footage supported um, they're in there smoking electronic cigarettes and basically getting tattoos in order to do this fundraiser. So it was just crazy. In fact, they did a Bible conference featuring a beer fight. So, drinking, smoking, getting tattoos. Does that sound like a church to you? Or does that sound more like I don't know, a party? Sound more like someplace I would go minister to people or witness to people. Maybe that's what I ought to do is go up over there and to Tempe and start trying to reason with these people that is no way to raise funds. I mean, if the Lord doesn't establish, it's not going to last, and the Lord's not going to establish a church who's raising funds to plant a new church by tattooing people while they sit around and drink beer and smoke. So that's just my 2 cents worth. But folks, man, it's just all that much more brings to light that we need to start to stand up for the truth, whether it's the transgender issues that are going on in this country and people, men using women's bathroom and being called bigots and hypocrites and all these bad things when you stand up for the truth. Whether it's things like this tattoos for Jesus type of stuff, whether it's, the crazy evolution lies that are taught to our kids in school. I mean, they're teaching sex education to kids in kindergarten about same-sex marriage. I mean, we got lying Hillary Clinton, to quote Donald Trump, which he's not much better, talking about all kinds of, people that are in high positions of power who are just liars and thieves and crooks and criminals. And yet that's kind of what we're relegated to because the modern American church has just fallen down on the job. They're not. They're just going to church and going in a building. They're not being the church. They're not getting up, going out, ministering to, praying for, witnessing to, sharing the gospel with, feeding and ministering to all these people, the homeless, the hurting, the heartbroken, the orphans, the widows, and so much more. So, man, we need to take it to the devil. All right, he's running rampant all throughout our country, and man, I tell you what, I know that the Bible warned us that these days would come, but nowhere in the Bible does it say, "Sit back, relax, and wait for the rapture." Or sit back, just watch it happen, stay in your little Christian cubicle, and your little Christian cocoon or your comfort zone. But we need to contend for the faith on the front lines now more than ever. And with everything that's going on in this world, do you think Christians would finally have woken up and said, enough's enough? And I pray you'll do that. Until